Hi, Sag, and welcome to your December 2023 read. All right, it's the end of the year. Unbelievable, right? Okay. All right, so let's get started. I'm using the past life cards. We'll start out with those, and then we'll get deeper into the read. This is for Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Galactic. Ooh, I love that. How do the stars speak to you? We know that we're part of the all, right? We are all of the stars, all encompassing. And how we relate and how our energy sometimes dims and some get brighter. And in the dark night, the light that shines bright is that light that holds only our truth. This is what, Sag, this is what you look like within. If you didn't have a face, right? It'd be like this. Well, you've seen pictures, I'm sure, on IG. All right, the galactic world, right? The world of space. Some of you are interested in space and NASA, of course, astrological, planetary aspects, knowing that we come from and we all are one. Again, dimming, not wanting to ever dim our light, but to ascend to a higher place. And that ascension is all about higher awareness, higher consciousness. This is a festive, if you will. Where does the term gala come from? Or galactic. It's gala. It's a gala. It's like a coming together of like-minded souls. Right? A gala that seeks the inner gala, which means the cluster of stars that are together, form together as a family, right? As a soul family, are who you are in family with now, right? This could be our galactic family, or it's the ancestral galactic lineage that you have, that you come from, that has taught you not to dim your light and shine bright. This is beautiful. I love this card. It's an ascension of higher consciousness, but it is knowing what is within you that's more important than what's on the external right now, or at least from a past life that you have learned already. You know this. All right, let's get more insight into the beautiful Saggies. It has been rough for my beautiful Saggies. I have prayed for you. You've gone through. You've definitely been going through it. Knowingly or not, right? All right, let's get some cards for Sag. Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Oh yeah, you've been going definitely through a soulmate connect. 2 peas in a pod, I heard. This could be your kids. Soulmates are not necessarily just partnership. It could be kids that are involved here, that are part of your soul family, right? Oh my gosh, I love this. Ascending to a new level of perception of your higher consciousness. Knowing that this is your family. These are your roots. You're transforming, you know, when we go through a lot of, okay. It's just like interesting, right? How that just happened. I was trying to hold this up and it just, hold on, sorry. And it just went off the grid. Some of you literally have gone off the grid or want to. Okay, so you know, we're going to talk about this Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that has left. And the kids. This is your galactic family. This is soul mates who have come from another time together to learn these lessons and to either release and let go. Was your purpose, Saggies, was your purpose in getting to a place of a soulmate life with another? The life with another is not just your soulmate, but is also your connection with your children. And that, in essence, brought you together. And yeah, that happens a lot. Absolutely. You reconnect with your soi, is what we call it in Greek, your family of stars. And that cluster of stars that you end up being together to learn whatever lessons, and then one exits and or doesn't. You know, not every soulmate relationship, you know, is there for the long haul. We have 2 6s. This is about balance. This is about learning so much more about another through you. Seeing yourself in another is teaching you and your kids, is teaching you how it's so important that the evolution of what you learn, what you release, and what you hold on to. What you learn, what you release, and what you do have to hold on to as, you know, the gift of children. So we look at things differently, right? We look at things as we learn and we grow and we ascend, knowing full well that we're on this earth plane to learn our lessons and experience the life that we've chosen in this particular life, to learn these lessons and to gain more knowledge, but gain a different perspective through another's knowledge, lessons, and connection. The best part of letting go sometimes. Letting go and letting it flow. The best part about that comes these beautiful children, which are all connected. You're all connected. No matter what, we're all connected as one. I know you feel it, you know it, and you are experiencing it through loss. You're trying to find out right now how to deal emotionally. When you put so much of you into and mostly Saggies, you put so much of your emotions and love and the learning that now you're learning through another's lessons about yourself. You had the Tower moment starting September, October. So within the last 4 months, I would say 4 months, you have been learning a great deal about yourself and others. What makes us, what makes us wish upon a star? What brings us great happiness and stability? You were meant to be with this family. You were meant to have this family. And no matter what obstacles and worries and whatever else came with what you have since learned about yourself and others is what you're going through right now. You wanted another chance, but a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius chose to free themselves and go with another. And this isn't going to apply to all, but I've been reading this for Saggy for the last at least 3-4 months. This is your wake-up call to find yourself. Know thyself. In what someone else has done, we get to learn, not only learn from it, but we start inquiring. Why did this happen? How did this happen? These are all questions. Why? How? When? What made someone veer off course? And do you chase or do you let go? I feel like for some of you, it's you and it's vice versa, okay? You and or. Let's figure it out. Spirit may be calling attention to your emotional and mental stability of you and or a partner. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. For others, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Where there was just nothing going on. And are you questioning, all right, we're going to say it now, hold on. We're going to say, did someone not have enough money or make enough money, needs money, wants the money? Is it the mother of your children? So that's where the Eight of Swords, right here, that's where the Eight of Swords, which they're like saying, hold on to that Eight of Swords, right? Reversed is coming in as. Asking the questions within your own self. Spirit is saying, ask the questions. What are these questions? What are the answers that you know and that you have been looking into? Like, did you just, Saggies, did you or someone just wake up one day? Did you or someone wake up one day and suddenly say, you know what? I'm done. While someone's exhausted and fighting. Fighting for, right? What are you fighting for? Do you know? Or vice versa? Is it for the children? Is it about the foundation of what was the true, honest to goodness? You don't have to tell me, but what was the true, honest to goodness reason for two people coming together and for however long they're together? This is for all, like every human on the face of the earth. When did that moment happen where someone, like I said, did that moment happen where someone woke up and said, you know what? I don't have any more passion. I need passion. I kind of wanted the money. I thought the money was important too. And I'm missing out on both. And Saggy, you may have been, going after for the wrong reasons. Being with someone, knowing full well, whoever the live-in, the wife, the mother, whomever we're talking about here, and we've been talking about this for the last, 3-4 months, you have to look deep within, which you're doing. Spirit said, okay, wake up. We aren't living in La La Land anymore. You need to start asking, when did this happen, where a choice was made to free oneself in order to rekindle some passionate, desires of the body and going straight for the bank as well. Is it to provide for a family? What is the intentions? What are the intentions of someone that we've literally been duking it out? Losing our cool. On our knees, begging. For the kids' sake. There could be 3 kids. You could be seeing the sunflowers, the red robins, probably not right now, but maybe on social media, etc. The butterflies, deer, rabbits. Mice. Something, it's been gnawing at someone that maybe there's not enough money. And so that might have been between these cards coming up is and has been the deal breaker. So now, in hindsight, let's go deeper into, why did this happen? Instead of why did this happen to me, let's inquire, how did this happen, and for what do I need to learn through this? What is the lesson when someone ventures off path? It's their own path. We're not here to judge someone's path, although they have been judged, probably by others. But that's not the point. The point is, when anyone veers off path from a stable environment at one time, you are a soul family. You're coming back, you're reincarnating into this lifetime to realize the connection. It's to realize that we need to question, not point the finger, but because there's no one to blame, and please don't blame yourselves or another. But asking the question, the real question is, what am I learning? What have I learned? In someone else's choice of freedom, their choice to leave is their choice and their choice only. And the true nature of the cause now is we got to now look at the big picture. We need to look at the big picture, which is we're all connected here as a family, right? Like it or not, we revisited this in this lifetime as we have in others, which we're all connected, is basically what that's saying. But now, instead of pointing the finger to, oh my God, they did that to me, it's now a question, not a question of, their issue, what they did to you. It's now, let me question, it's not about their motives. It's about, well, what does that say about how do I look at this? What have I learned from this? What will I tell my kids? How am I going to show that families right? They do still love one another. They just can't be together. They can't be together because someone opted out. Someone chose to seek their own path. And I know we tend as humans to want to point the finger, to blame, to judge, to criticize, to be jealous, to get mad, to have, this outrage, which will happen because these 8 swords are not only the questions that hold for us to ask within ourselves, the lessons, but also how we approach this in a manner that is for our children to understand the value of family, whether mom and dad are together or not. Family is family, connection is connection. And that's where Spirit's saying this is where we really need to see how we view love. On what level do we teach that love? You could have been, involved and or married to someone for like 8 years. And your kids are 8, It wasn't about being pregnant, but it was about getting pregnant. Not on purpose, but it was about getting married and having the family and having the white picket fence and having, the kids. I said this to another sign, and I'm not sure exactly who, but it's really true. Sacred love, this union of sacred love, and till death do us part, for better or for worse, these are the vows of sacred love, of a union. But I'm also feeling, and that's what my point is, what I'm getting at is these trajectories, the narratives are changing. We're in a new spiritual revolution of change, and part of that change is definitely a dynamic of wanting and or needing is the question in love. Do we want love for the right reasons? Do we need love for whatever reason? And what we have learned since inception of coming to the earth plane, reincarnating, is that we're one and as a family, no matter what. Whether that means the physical body stays with the other physical body, right? Two joined as one in matrimony or holy matrimony, or just living together, or spending, our every waking moment together. I mean, there is a lot to be said for choosing an independent love that will give you that feeling of sacred love that is true for the right reasons. And that's what's changing. And it's not funny, but it is, because it's so hidden in the back, in the back of our minds, how we have been, how we have been taught the traditional values and taught the love that one seeks, the Cinderella complex and all of that goes with it, right? But no one tells us, no one can guide you on the wants and or needs that come with being with another human being. And once you transform into, after asking the questions of what is this teaching me? What have I learned? What has Spirit wanted to teach me? Then we come to an understanding of the childhood upbringing, is what I'm talking about. How we were taught, and then how we choose. The wants and needs, the desires, the real reason behind. And the real reason, Saggies, for you is that you were brought together as the family, as a family reuniting, as above, so below. Part of reuniting does not constitute ever that one or the other chooses to find themselves, to grow apart. People are growing apart here. These two have grown apart. These two are from a past life. And now, Spirit's saying, just ask what you've learned, and Spirit will help you to understand, so that in another lifetime, you will, in the next lifetime, if you choose, you will shine so much brighter, knowing your own inner essence of why you did the things that you did here, of why you chose this person with these children, and why they veered off or you veered off, whomever. That's not the issue. I mean, it is part of the issue, sure. It's not to be, it's not to be shoved under the rug, the carpet, right? The elephant's in the room. However, it's there to tell the story. It's there to learn that people do have the option of choosing to grow in different directions. And that's where, the old traditions, they didn't have that option. They had to stick it out. So now we're at this middle ground of changing the dynamic of what we were taught, right, as kids, and now going through all of this, like, that changes the whole sacred bond of two people coming together. Everyone's, okay, I'm ranting, but this is really important. And I love you guys. There's so much out there on IG, TikTok, whatever. They interview all these couples saying, what's your secret? How have you stuck it out for 35 years? Right? And I chuckle because, it is what it is. There is no secret. Yeah, there is no secret. Some things work and some things don't work out. And to be, not blinded, but to be blinded by the light of, right, of not allowing someone to grow in their own way and try to hold someone back, what's the sense in that? And that's exactly what, Saggies, you've been questioning and will be questioning for a little longer, if not for another lifetime. No matter what, though. No matter what, you have earned your wings to fly. And that freedom doesn't come with a price. Okay. I send you so much love. I'm here for you. Comment, please, and tell me your story, or just if you want to chat, I'm here. Okay. Have a great month, and I love you guys so much.